blow up the Democratic Party. I'm not saying if you vote Democrat, you're liberal. And I'm saying the Democratic Party, the people, the talking heads who sit there and call Republicans trash and we're stupid, no strong women around Trump. This is why you got obliterated in the election, because you guys are all liars.
Well, folks, somebody ought to get these MAGA morons a diaper, because I think they're about to shit themselves.
I find it pretty ironic and hypocritical that so many Republicans have seemed to find the rule of law to Joe Biden's pardoning of Hunter and are happily ignorant of the rule of law when it comes to Donald Trump and everything that he has done.
That is true. Even if they don't understand it, MAGA Republicans do love irony, which probably explains why they're all being such snowflakes today.
Joe Biden and the Democrats, after probably saying no less than 9,482 times unequivocally that Joe Biden would not pardon Hunter Biden if Trump was elected. He'd have to go through the jury system. Nobody's above the law, blah, blah, blah. What's he do? Of course he pardons him.
And while you've likely already heard the news about Joe Biden pardoning his son Hunter, sending MAGA into the absolute snowflake spiral we'll see more of here in a second, there have been a range of reactions across the internet and the political spectrum.
As a father, I don't know of a father that wouldn't have done the same thing. What I would have done differently, and my recommendation as a counselor would have been, why don't you go ahead and pardon Donald Trump for all his charges and make it, it had gone down a lot more balanced, if you will. I'm just saying, wipe them out.
What do you think this does for his legacy?
I don't know. From that standpoint, it makes it difficult.
And other Democratic senators, Jake, agree with that assessment that it has left as a bit of a blemish, at least, on the Joe Biden legacy.
First of all, how the hell are you going to speak on Joe Biden's legacy when your constructive criticism is he should have pardoned Donald Trump? And secondly, correction, Joe Manchin is not actually a Democrat, but rather what we would refer to as a dino. Not because of his prehistoric age and proximity to death, or as they refer to it in Congress, retirement age, but because he's a West Virginian millionaire coal mine owner who breaks with his own purported party any chance he gets. And while Magadonian morons who have the memory of a goldfish are melting down over Joe Biden's weaponization of pardoning his son Hunter, while forgetting the insane quantity and quality of people that Trump pardoned, Representative Jasmine Crockett summed up the response I think we all should have to these people pretty perfectly.
Well, I won't pretend to speak for the entire caucus, but I will say, way to go, Joe. Let me be the first one to congratulate the president for deciding to do this, because at the end of the day, we know that we have a 34-count convicted felon that is about to walk into the White House. So for anyone that wants to clutch their pearls now because he decided that he was going to pardon his son, I would say take a look in the mirror. Because we also know that when it comes to this cabinet has more people accused of sexual assault than any incoming cabinet probably ever in the history of America. So we are living in unprecedented times, and we know that this was completely political. As someone who serves on the Oversight Committee, this was gamesmanship the entire time.
Agreed. And now, folks, for your viewing pleasure, an increasingly embarrassing montage of MAGA morons melting down with blissful ignorance of their own hypocritical ignorance.
What does he do? He corruptly abuses the pardon power to give his son blanket immunity and, by extension, protect himself from having any inquiry. I think it's the opposite with President Trump. They manipulated the law to go after Donald Trump for political reasons.
We still have information that we've requested that we've never received. The White House is still, to this day, obstructing rightful evidence that we should have obtained. The White House has instructed the National Archives not to turn over all those pseudonym emails, Rob.
Nobody's above the law, blah, blah, blah. What's he do? Of course he pardons them. Of course he does. Not only that, it's like for 11 years. So anything he could have possibly done in the history of time, he is pardoned for it.
Right, 11 years constitutes the history of time. I guess that's why MAGA is so okay with abusers who prey on minors.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Now, I'll start by saying if I could do that for a loved one, a family member, I would probably do the same thing. I won't lie about it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to protect my own. No shit. If Trump gets elected and they're going to make Hunter Biden go to court and investigate him, all this, yeah, I'm going to protect him. But the Democrats, Biden, they didn't do that. They're like, no, what are we, crazy? Now, this is the point of this rant. And I've been saying it over and over and over. And why the Democrats got slaughtered in the election. Because they think they're morally superior to everybody else. So any Democrat, and lots of them, whenever you say this, it's like, what a fucking liar Biden the Democrats are. Can you believe it? They always, Trump, Trump, Your brain is broken. Your brain is broken. You don't get it. Because here's the thing. What the Democrats have done for, 12 years, have taken this moral high ground that we're the righteous party, the truth, honesty, integrity, and Trump is a threat to democracy. He's Hitler and he's a Nazi and this and that. And then the Democrats, whether it's the primary or this, time and again, they're worse than anything Trump's ever done. So if you're like, it's not that. It's the lecturing. It's the Democrats, this engine, just lying straight to our face, pretending they're the moral, righteous authority, and thinking the American people are so stupid that we don't see through it. You sit on a house of lies, a throne of lies. You're no morally better than anybody else. Stop pretending it. We see through you, and time and time and time and time again, your true colors come forward. So stop pretending that you're this moral, righteous authority and you're so true and virtuous. You guys are scumbag liars, and you prove it time and again. And this is just the latest in a long line with Hunter Biden. Yeah, I would pardon my son too if I had one, if I could save his ass too. I just wouldn't lie about it like you guys lie about it. By the way, everybody knew the lie was coming. Everybody. It's fucking pathetic. That's it. I'm done with, hopefully done with the political rants, but it's just so crazy. It's like, and then you'll see Democrats still trying to be like defending it. Just give up, blow it up, start over. We'll see you the next election.
And look, I hate politicians, most politicians, as much as the next person. I don't think most Democrats truly hold a moral superiority, and I do think some of them like to act like it. But if that wasn't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is the cognitive dissonance. To call Democrats liars and moral high ground holders and that we are the brainwashed stupid ones, I think just goes to show how broken MAGA is internally. And I didn't even know Dave Portnoy was that MAGA. I think he's just anti-woke like all these other idiots. I'm not saying it's great that Biden lied about it, but goddamn, he lied about a hell of a lot less than Trump ever did. And Trump has pardoned far shittier people. So okay, at least we get it now. MAGA likes their authoritarian demagoguery out in the open. They like to know when their appointees are PDF files. As long as they're not lying about it, it's okay. Real good knock from you there, Dave. You really showed how your side has the moral high ground. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.